Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time, but I just had a couple of things I had to take care of. Life's been pretty much life. But we're back. So I'm going to be going over the trades I took for this week. Also, I'm currently attempting to fund it, so I'm most likely going to share some details about that towards the end of the video. So first thing going to be pound yen. So as we can see, the overall trend, at least for me, is uptrend right now, but as of right now we had a huge retracement. So the reason why I entered this trade, which was on Thursday, was I was originally supposed to enter it the day before, because on Monday we had a bullish engulf followed by a bullish shooting star, and I typically take a shooting star, especially if it's a continuation of the previous day trend, as an entry point. But before this week, the other previous weeks that I've been trading hasn't been good for me, so I was a little hesitant. So I waited for added confirmation, which I got on Wednesday, which was this continuous bullish engulf. So I entered on Thursday right here, and I closed the trade, I think, about the same day, a couple hours later. So I didn't make too much of a profit, but it was profit nonetheless, so you can't really complain. So next one's gonna be dollar yen. So dollar yen, I took the entry because I had two consecutive days of bullish price action. So we had a bullish engulf followed by a continuous bullish engulf. I think there's a name for this, but I forgot the pattern name. But pretty much I took that as an entry point, and I entered right here. And I actually entered this trade twice. So I entered one on Wednesday and I entered one on Thursday. The reason why I entered on Thursday was because so after Wednesday, as you can see, that I have just circled right here, this is a 3 white soldiers. If you're not familiar with what that is, it's pretty much a bullish confirmation of trend. So I entered that, but the trade I entered on Thursday, which is this day, was a little bit more aggressive. So I was a little bit more aggressive with my lot size, and I was pretty much just trying to make this pair help me hit 1%, which unfortunately I wasn't able to do, but it was pretty close. Can't really complain. Also, price did go up a lot more after I closed the trade, but again, hindsight's always 2020. It's always easy to say, oh, I should have held after you've seen what has happened. So the next couple of pairs I'm going to be talking about is going to be indices, because they were the one who made me the most money this week. So as we can see, trend was pretty much a continuation of the later half of last week. So Wednesday we had this bullish hammer followed by Thursday and Friday bullish confirmations. So I was going to enter on Monday, but I was hesitant because, like I said previously, the last few weeks of trading hasn't been good for me. I've been losing a lot, so I just waited for the extra added confirmation, which I got on Monday. So I entered on Tuesday, and again, just like in the previous trade, you can see that on Monday it gives the 3 white soldiers price action. So I entered, and as you can see, price later smashed my TP, but unfortunately I closed the trade on Thursday before that was able to happen, mainly because on Thursday I was just trying to lock in profits, because I don't like holding trades till Friday, because sometimes it goes well for me but sometimes it doesn't, especially on the mornings. Usually if price action is telling me that this trade might go my way, I will hold it a little bit till Friday morning, but no later than Friday morning. But as you can see, price later went on to smash the TP, but I closed it at a comfortable price, so I can't really complain too much. So next trade I'm going to be talking about is going to be NAS100, and as you can see, NAS100 also gave us that 3 white soldiers price action that we've seen a lot in a couple of our pairs, but this pair was pretty stagnant throughout the week, so I wasn't able to make as much, but it was still profit nonetheless. Next trade is going to be SPX 500, and again we can see the 3 white soldiers price action as we've seen in the previous ones. This one I was actually able to make a little bit more money from, but again I closed on Thursday early, so I wasn't able to catch as much gains as you can see on the screen. Now this pair was my most profitable pair of the week. As you can see, I have two TP targets, take profit targets, mainly because I entered two trades in this pair, which I usually don't. Some people, when they have an entry, they usually enter multiple times, but I don't necessarily like that because I think it's a little risky. I usually risk about 1%, one or less than 1% of my account size for each trade. At most, I would ever risk is 2%. 2% max I would ever risk. On German 30 or DAX, we can see that again we kind of have a 3 white soldiers, but it's not as clean. So I took the bullish confirmation, which is this one on Monday, which is a bullish engulf. So I entered on Tuesday, and as you can see, price smashed my TP. So with that, I was a little bit more confident because we have 2 consecutive strong bullish days. So I entered again on Wednesday, and fortunately this one I did hold it long enough for it to also smash my TP. So I think I ended up coming out with 4 something in prof. So these two really did help my P&L a lot, because before this week I believe I was down 2%, 2-3%, something like that, and before that I was up about almost 4%. So again, just put in perspective, I was down a lot, which isn't a lot, but for me it's a lot, because just 2% more and I would have lost the challenge. So I had to be a little careful with my entries and my stop losses. So this 2 trades really helped me a lot, because it helped me just get closer to break even and even in profit. So this trade, again, as I've said in previous trades, we could kind of see the 3 white soldiers price action, but I entered on Tuesday. The reason being was because Thursday we had a bullish engulf followed by another bullish movement, and so which gave me the confirmation to enter on this day, and I pretty much rolled the trend. Again, I closed the trend on Friday, so it didn't really have a chance to hit TP, which if you're looking at the screen right now, you can see that it did. But again, like I said, hindsight is always 20/20. It's easy to say, oh, I could have held it a lot longer after you know what happened. So pretty much, yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Those are the trades I entered for this week. For forecasting wise, I'm gonna be looking at gold and silver. So the main reason I'm gonna be looking at these two is because they look to have retraced, and now they're back to the continuation of trend, which is a bullish trend. So I might be looking to buy them, as well as the pound yen, mainly because it was flat, as well as also Nasdaq 100, mainly because it was flat for the entire week. But I might not even be able to enter these trades, mainly because we have a lot of news coming out next week. So if you take a look at my FX book, I use my FX book. You can use forex.com or whatever else is more convenient for you, but I use my forex book. I go to the economic calendar. On Monday we have business confidence news and unemployment news for Aussie and pound, but I usually don't pay attention to those because in my opinion they don't really move the pairs that I trade as much as things like PPI or when the Fed Jerome Powell speaks, which is going to be on Tuesday. So I'm most likely not going to be entering a trade that day or Wednesday, because Wednesday has inflation reports, core inflation. We also have CPI and core CPI, so that tends to move the market a lot more than a lot of other high impact news. So I'm gonna try and not enter a trade during those times, because the market is going to be extremely volatile. If you have SLs during those times, I would be extremely cautious of that and wary, because price fluctuates a lot during those times. So my most likely day of entry is going to be on Thursday, which is pretty late during the week. That's why I think I might not be able to get an entry for this week. Also, sorry for my voice. I have allergies, so my nose is a bit stuffy. I've been sneezing. Pretty much everything you get with allergies. Also, if you want to understand where I get the 3 white soldiers price action from, or the shooting star, or the confirmation of trend, I'm gonna put a screenshot on the screen probably about now, and I'm gonna leave a link down below as well to a video where I watched. It's called Understanding Japanese Candlestick. It's about, I think, almost an hour long. I had to watch it a couple of times, but it was what helped me understand price action a lot more. And I'm probably also going to leave a screenshot of my progress in the funding challenge as of now. As of now, I'm thinking about up 3%, something close to that range. And I might share the history of my trades, or at least I'll probably share the equity balance and how far I've been doing. So anyways guys, that's probably going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, subscribe. If you like the video, leave a like, leave any comments down below, any thoughts, concerns, any input. I'm gonna try and be more consistent with this, but again, if I don't have any trades or entries, I'm most likely not gonna post, because other than that, exactly sure if you guys want to see anything else other than that. But if you guys are interested, I also do dabble a little bit in the stock market and business in general, so I could post like not stock recommendations, but like analysis on some stocks, look at certain metrics, look at their balance sheet, income statements, cash flow statements, maybe go through some earnings. If you guys are interested in that, let me know down below. I'll give it a shot and we'll see how it does. But anyways guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.